We are a band called ADHD. We are from Reykjavík, Iceland, and we make music together, and hopefully some people like it.
We are called ADHD because that's the best we could find at the time. In a way, I think finding a band name and doing photo shots, that's the two least things that band do, like really wanting to do. But I think this is, at the time that we started, there was a lot of talk about ADHD, and Maggie was actually working with some ADHD kids at the time, and in a way, he just kept on working with a little bit older kids with ADHD. So that's the reason why it felt quite natural.
Also, there was a kind of every practice was, if it was 2 hours practice, then it was like 1.5 hours playing table tennis, talking for 20 minutes, and then was a little bit of maybe 10 minutes of music. So we couldn't, stand doing what we should do. What we were supposed to do.
Yeah. So my name is Óskar Guðjónsson, and I play the tenor saxophone in ADHD. Well, I am the oldest, for sure. And in a way, this band started as a kind of an idea of mine of wanting to play my own music and other people's music, and wanting to see if you fit together the right people that can really work together, something much bigger can come out of it, because it's not yours and it's not theirs, it's ours together.
Óskar is actually, he's the father of the band. He kind of takes care of all of us. It's not only checking into the flights, he also takes care of the communications, and kind of all these 10 years we've been together, he's the glue,
I actually really love playing with Óskar also, and I'm not just saying that because I said that to the others. But he's one of the most beautiful musicians I know. Also, just everything sounds so good.
My name is Omar Guðjónsson. I play guitar and bass in the band ADHD, or ADHD.
I really adore his playing and his sound, and most of all his personality. And he also really, he makes you feel really good about what you're playing, because you see it in his face when he enjoys something someone else is doing.
There's a kind of a brotherly love which is also quite fierce, because there's a kind of a competition there inbuilt, though it isn't, though you don't want to maybe acknowledge it, but it's there somewhere, because it's just the way you've been. You don't know yourself unless he's there. I don't have any memories of me totally alone. I'm 4 when he's born. So it's so easy to go into a state where you think like, well, I feel this way and he's the same gene pool, he should feel the same way, but he's completely different. He's a completely different personality than I am. And you learn so much about yourself to deal with that, and to deal with it in as a nice way as you can. And I think the dynamics in the band are definitely, they involve that we are brothers. And that's also a driving force, because we know that we can push it quite hard, and we will never give up.
My name is Magnús, and I am sometimes called Maggie, and I play the drums and some percussion as well.
I think Maggie is a kind of a chilled out force, but at the same time he's highly strung. So he complements just everything by listening in a way, and he adds to something that we don't have, just as a person.
I really love Maggie, and I really love playing with Maggie. Because like all the others, I think they just listen so really well, and you can do almost anything and you get such a good response. And also I just love listening to Maggie, what he's doing always. My name is Tómas and I play keyboards.
He's the funniest
man in the world.
He's the funniest person we've ever met, and he's the most chilled out person I've ever met, and it's...
But I mean, of course, we've known him for quite a while.
Right.
Known him for...
How?
And he's actually...
100 years.
And he, I think you were 17 years old or something when he played with the band, or...
Yeah.
You were very young. It's like 8 years ago or something, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You were actually a child when you played your first gig with...
Probably it was illegal for us to take you to Óskar.
I think so.
Did you get
I think we
permission from your
had
mom?
to bring his mom with us.
Yeah.
That's a wild horse.
That's a total...
That's a wild horse on the
dark wild horse
that.
there,
Yeah. Show him the guns.
It's the cowboy.
Feels like he was just brought down on earth to do exactly this, and you're kind of you're just in the middle watching it. And though he's very young, then he's very mature in any way, in any playing, listening. So it's and he gets into the every circumstance with a lot of respect and just listening about where is the band going, where is it going, is it, you know, is it gonna hit all the notes or just a little small thing, or so it's very, he's natural in any way as a musician. This band has a freedom, has a it has a certain everybody can go everywhere, and they can play whatever they want to. So it's a totally unique experience for me every time we play, and we kept that for the years. This, I think all of us feel the same thing about that. That's something that we nurture and appreciate the personality of each other and what we interpret. That's the most beautiful thing for me with this band. And of course the friendship by the years. You always look forward to go on tours, or it's everybody's care for each other. And with this 10 years, of course, having my brother in a band, that's part of it. But we are all kind of, it's a close family, and we seem to keep it like that. And we haven't. Me and my brother, we sometimes argue, but it's always like then Mike says, "Come on, guys, stop." So it's always like, you know, one of the family members. If something happens between the brothers, but it's a fairy tale. I think none of us likes to play the same melody or same song the same 2 times. So that's part of, I think, how this band works.
And we never analyze the music.
No.
We never analyze after a gig what was going on. We never analyze what it is. We never talk about music in any of those musical terms. We just try to be better friends and try to be better understanding about how different we are and how similar we are. And so the only time we try to analyze it, it's usually when some other people talk about wanting to understand what's going on. And I think what's going on is just a crazy good friendship. Something, you know, you love the people in the band like you love yourself, and it's your family, and you try to treat them as well as you can, and you try to understand them as well as possible, and that furthers yourself, and hopefully it furthers them also. So analyzing kind of takes away the mystery, and the mystery is why we're here.
Amen.
We don't understand what it is, but we love it. We love to be there. And I'm not sure you need to understand. I think sometimes when you think you understand something, you've lost that spirit of hunting for something or looking for something. So it's, I think that's in a way that's maybe our source. We don't analyze, we play, and we hope we play more better every time.
yeah, the music is basically boundaryless. Like you're allowed to try out a lot. Of course, like we concentrate some ideas and whatever. But yeah, I mean it's boundaryless, and you can be who you are. You don't have to live up to anything, or you know. And you don't have to write lyrics. That's very good. Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's instrumental. There's nobody singing. Second of all, there's some improvisation going on, and quite a lot of it, because we try to improvise our parts along the way all the time. So, and it's melodic, because we play prepared melodies, which we try to find a new scope on every time we play, try to figure out where we can take that melody, and when we play live, there is no set list, and nothing is decided. Yeah, nothing is decided before we start. So we just start and try to feel the room and the audience and ourselves, and see where that can take us. So it's a kind of a joint ride with the people that are there and ourselves, and on seeing what is needed and what the room is asking for and what could be there. Music happens through the ears, and basically if it's possible for you to be on stage and listen so much to everybody else that you feel that you're not there, I think that's when you start playing what the music needs and not what you want to make it into for your own egocentric self. So that changes everything. When it's not visual, you basically just have more brain power to sense through your ears what is really happening. But it's a question of if you sense it through your brain, or if you sense it through your heart or your stomach, or all of them at the same time. But it's for me, music is highly emotional, and it's not this intellectual thing. You need the intellectuals to understand a few things, but I try to shut that off as quickly and try not to understand what's going on, but feel my way through of what I think works and what I think is beautiful, and what is needed for everybody else to feel that they can present what they need to do. Because that's what it is to be in a band. You're not playing for yourself, you're playing for the band, you're playing for the music that's being played, and you're playing that music so everybody else can hopefully fulfill their dream of what it is to be a musician.
Evolved, or is it only going in circles, or are we going in?
I think it's both. I think we're doing the same as we started out, but I think we're doing it. I at least hope that we are we've concentrated it somehow, so we know a little bit how to address this matter in a song, and we know a little bit better what each and everybody can, or what they want to do. But at the same time, we're trying to surprise ourselves and trying to work on, I think like the new record has stuff that we started early on trying to do, but we never felt totally confident about maybe this working or that. And I think we've found a way on this record to pull some of that off. So I hope it's both expanding and concentrating at the same time, where we can really, because we really feel something is ours, and we can really hold dearly onto that, but at the same time we're trying to develop that into further, or just develop it wherever it needs to go.
Right.
So each record is also just different from the perspective of where we are coming from. Have we been playing a lot? Have we been practicing a lot? Have we been meeting a lot? Or have we not been doing something and we go into the studio and just doing something? And it's a little bit like saying, they're all our children, so they all have their own personalities. But it's so much fun to actually play some of the songs that you remember from some. Like I remember at least one song from record number 4, which, in a way, I'm not sure I can listen to it in the record anymore because it's gone somewhere where I feel it lives in a better place now. So
No boundaries.
Anyway,
People are allowed to express themselves in the way they want to express themselves at any given moment.
yeah.
yeah, many people have tried to put this in a genre, but this is somewhere. It's not jazz, though the singer is a saxophone player. But it's a
mix of
right a lot of
a
things.
lot of stuff.
It's a mix of everything that we've listened to.
Where we
Just
come
everything,
from.
everything that we like, and we like a lot of music. We don't see that there is any difference between music. It's just something that, pushes your buttons and you really feel like it's important to you. It doesn't matter if it's a genre called classical music or rock and roll or whatever. It's just, to us, it's just how to portray the melody and do it so everybody can do it from a full heart in a way. So anybody can start any song at any given time. And if maybe at some day we will just be playing 4 different songs the whole time, each just choosing their own repertoire. I don't know. I don't have a fixed idea what I want, but I just want us to grow as humans and grow together even stronger and keep on making music, and hopefully, if we are lucky enough and if the music is good enough, we can take this as far as this can take us and as far as we want to take it.
I know I talked like everything is a fairy tale, but somehow it is. I haven't been answering these kind of questions before, but now when I'm doing that, I feel pretty fortunate.
What a great introduction to
Yes.
our wonderful
A
band.
wild country cowboy horse.
Cowboy Horse.
Yeah.
The sad thing, he doesn't talk.
No, you know.